you're coming to Jupiter, it's unique, it's really good, and you get seafood. Every weekend it was like, all right, how do we get on the water? What are we doing? You know, beach, boat. It was always that. On my roller derby date, I kind of made the joke to Hannah. Here's a funny full circle moment. It is like the most decadent, like beautiful seafood dish you can get. It's been a great change. I love New York City, but I learned that New York City is a great place for me to hang for a weekend, not for a long time. Jupiter is just such a healthy place for me. It's a happy place for me. I have the water next to me. I have, you know, all the friends I grew up with around here. It's just a place where I feel healthy, at home, at peace, and all the traveling that we do anyways, you know, it's just nice to come back to a place that's quiet, calm, and beautiful. You know, I feel like I went to the greatest high school ever. Like everyone hung out and partied on boats and everything, and like we always had these great sandbar parties. It was like very like cool boat town to grow up in. You know, every weekend it was like, all right, how do we get on the water? What are we doing? You know, beach, boat. It was always that. You know, and so it was just, you know, besides having a terrible football career here, you know, we still had great fans and great people come out. It was always so much fun. It was like a cool small town boat town vibe. Here's what you do: 5 hours, you rent the pond tiki boat. You go around this gigantic tiki boat, and it hits all the best spots on the water. You get to see Jupiter Island, where all the celebrities live. You get to drive past Tiger Woods' house, and then you come back around. You go to Square Grouper, Topside, Lucky Shuck, and you have drinks and dinner. And then you call. That's 5 hours right there. You killed it. I think when I tell people, like, if you come to Jupiter, you need to try this restaurant. It's going to be a restaurant called Food Shack. The chef is Mike Moyer. They became dear friends to us, but not because I'm being biased. They're really like the ranked #1 restaurant in Jupiter, Florida. But they take a really, really fresh seafood that they get, and they put a very fun twist to it. And like their food is just incredible. And so I think that's a place that if you're coming to Jupiter, it's unique, it's really good, and you get seafood. Yeah. I got a few. Cause like there's this place called Two Vines, and it's like a sushi wine spot. It's like kind of sitting there like where you gotta like kind of like snuggle next to each other like on a couch. So it's a good intimate spot. But then once you got past that date, then I'm gonna take you to like my real sushi spot, which isn't as fancy, but it's like this is where we get the good sushi, and that's Kunmani. But yeah, I think Two Vines is a great date spot for people. And then my favorite thing is to take the boat out and get some food to go, and then do a little sunset dinner cruise. There's another really good seafood place that I love. It's called Hog Snappers. And if you're local, you know what it is. If you're out of towners, you might miss it. Hog Snappers, I think, has the best poke bowl I've ever had. It is amazing. The spicy tuna poke bowl is fantastic. It's probably my favorite dish in town. Hog Snapper, crab encrusted over lobster mashed potatoes. It is like the most decadent, like beautiful seafood dish you can get. It's a tough business, you know, but the reward at the end of it, when you get to put someone in their home and take their house from what it was and turn it into a home that they love, like that's what like it makes it all worth it, and like makes you keep coming back for more. You really grow to love and care about these people. You know, like the first episode is Theo and Ashley, and they were complete strangers that we got set up through a friend that introduced us. We went above and beyond. You know what I mean? Like we did way more than we really had envisioned it in our budget, but we just wanted to make sure that they got everything and more. So like they were the happiest, you know, they were engaged, they were working on getting married. So this was like all big changes for them, and we wanted to be a part of like that positive like change for them. On my roller derby date, I kind of made the joke to Hannah. Here's a funny full circle moment. I was reading the book Magnolia, the Magnolia story, which is about Chip and Joanna. There's a lady on the first page named Katie, and she was the one who found Chip and Joanna. They write about her, and she ended up being the vice president, I think, of High Noon, and she's the one who helped buy our show, and she's amazing. And I remember talking to Hannah when we were at the roller derby. It was like my first time, like kind of get some one-on-one time with her. I was like, you know, you're in interior design and I'm in construction. We could be like the next Chip and Joanna one day. And she didn't want to do that. But it was always like a dream. When I was on the show, I was like, man, I'm just here for a good time, meet a cool girl, and have fun, you know, and I just took it for what it was, and then all of it just kind of rolled after that. Dream guest. I think it'd be really cool because she's local, and I'd love to work with her. She's a good friend too. Venus Williams, she's a designer, so I'd love to have her design someone's home. I feel like that would be a fun partner to work with. Gailey Alex would be another fun partner to work with. We're working on something together right now in my house. I think those two would be really great. It'd be cool to get one of these big celebrities in town's house one day, you know, so we'll see.